Hey, I'm TJ Schwanke and welcome to Outdoor Quest TV. Now, if you remember about a year and a half ago, we gave away an African safari with Theron African Safaris. It was for 3 people and it included 10 animals. Let's go meet the winner. So this is Sherry, you were a contest winner?
Yes.
Did you ever imagine that when you liked our Facebook page, you'd be in Africa with us?
No, I honestly thought that it was just a one-off. I kept sharing it every time it showed up in my feed.
Yeah.
But when I got the email that I had actually won, I thought it was spam. Which is why
Yeah,
I thought
exactly.
but I thought that it was, it took a while for it to sink in that it actually had happened. So,
Cool. And
yeah.
you brought a couple friends along with you?
I did, yes.
So I'm going to follow you around for a couple days with the camera. Vanessa's going to follow Danny and Dwayne around a little bit, and hopefully we see some animals hit the ground today.
Sounds good.
What's on your list here?
Today is kudu and possibly an impala.
Okay.
And then gemsbuck is also on the list, as well as a blesbuck.
Ah, cool. So, and we've got roosters crowing this morning.
Yes. There's roosters and dogs and cows, and
The sun's coming up. Our PHs are getting ready behind us. So let's see what the day brings.
should be a good one.
Give me back the camera and we'll be on the way. Now, Sherry had kudu, gemsbuck, impala, and blesbuck on her list, but that first morning out, we were seeing impala everywhere, so we decided to give them a try. The area we were hunting, the bush was just really, really thick, and we had many close calls with impala, but we just couldn't seal the deal. So we were starting to head back to the truck and walked out onto an opening, and there stood a beautiful kudu bull. Now, kudu were the top animal on Sherry's list, and we had this bull standing, he was about 150 yards away, and he was a good bull, but was he one of those first day bulls? He stood there for almost 20 minutes, and eventually Sherry decided he definitely was the one.
Oh, that's solid. Solid.
I can't believe he stood there that long.
I can't believe it. I think it was about 10, 12 minutes. I don't know, maybe.
Well, Sherry, did you think your first day at Theron's African Safaris would be like this?
I was hoping it would, but I didn't expect it to turn out like this. This is better than I could have hoped for.
What an amazing bull and what an amazing shot. He went 80 meters, but we were chasing some impala.
Yeah.
And then we decided, give up on them, kind of came back out to that cut line there, and bang, there's a kudu. And how long did he look at us?
Oh, he had to be in there for 10, 15 minutes at
It was
least.
crazy. I've never seen that. It's perfectly broadside.
Yeah, so a rush shot wasn't needed.
No.
It worked out perfectly.
No. We've got some work to do here, I think, Sherry.
Yeah, we do.
Somehow we got to get the bakkie in here to get this guy loaded into it. And
The easy part's over now. So.
I think we got a few photos to take too. I think you probably want a photo with this guy.
Yeah, I'll probably take one.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks so much, TJ.
Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Hornady, accurate, deadly, dependable. Zeiss, we make it visible. Defense Aerosols, bear spray, for when your life depends on it.
Sacco Rifles, demand perfection. Closed captioning brought to you by PSE Archery, the precision compound bow experience. Introducing the Carbonair Stealth 35, along with the new Evolve cam system powered Evoke 35 and Evoke 31, PSE's newest precision compound bows.
So, Danny, first trip to South Africa.
First trip, yep.
You're pretty excited?
Very excited.
So, it's a bit of a story how you got here.
Yes, for sure.
Because you've never met Sherry before. You've only ever chatted with her on Facebook, right?
Yep. Yeah, it was one of those things where you form the friendship through social media and take the chance, and that was something that I've said before is hunting is taking a chance. Even knowing you guys was TJ taking a chance on two young kids who were on an outdoors group asking for help, and kind of formed a friendship there. And with Sherry, it was she offered me the trip based on something she kind of thought that I would be somebody who would enjoy and take it all in, be pretty excited about the actual experience, and decided to take the trip. And we met first time on in Johannesburg Airport.
Cool. Well, let's start the adventure, hey?
Yep. Let's do
Okay.
it.
Now, Danny's list included Gemsbok, Impala, and Blessbok. But you know what? When you're in Africa, you need to keep an open mind. So that first day, they headed out after some warthog, and all of a sudden they came upon a really big blue wildebeest.
One on the shoulder. Try to hit him again. Hit him again if you can. You hit him.
You want me to hit him while he's running?
Please.
Oh, there's trees in my way.
That's fine.
He's going down. He's going down.
Are you serious? Wow. Oh man. And here comes the shakes. Did he go down?
No, I saw he was like wobbling. Yeah. Good shot. That was a good shot. Well done.
Well, that was so amazing, and it's been a long time coming. I mean, this whole thing started a year and a half ago when Outdoor Quest TV hosted a contest for Theron African Safaris. This is now your first time in South Africa, your first time on the continent of Africa, and your first African animal. How do you feel?
I feel speechless almost. This animal, it's totally a culmination of everything coming together, and it feels pretty awesome.
Awesome job, and Johan, thank you very much. You did a great job.
Well done.
Great job guiding us and finding this bad boy.
So Sacco rifles come with beautiful triggers in them. They're super crisp, they're super clean, there's very little creep and travel in them. And they come adjusted around 2 3/4 pounds, anywhere between 2.5 and 3 pounds. And for hunting situations, that's pretty much ideal, but everyone has their own favorite trigger pull, and I'm no different. I like a little bit lighter. And the one great thing about the Sacco rifles is it is so easy to adjust your trigger pull. You only need a couple things. First of all, you do need a trigger pull weight gauge. And I've got a digital one here. It's super accurate. And the only other thing you need is a 2.5 millimeter Allen key. So I'll show you how simple it is. So first thing we want to do, of course, check the action, make sure it's unloaded, because we are going to have to pull the trigger on this. So we'll check our trigger weight first. And we just simply put that little pad on there, pull. And yeah, if you look there, so it's 2 pounds, 14 ounces. So just about a 3 pound trigger pull, which is exactly what they advertise for this. So I'm gonna knock that down to about 2.5 pounds, maybe a little bit lighter. That's what I prefer. Some people prefer heavier trigger, some people prefer lighter. There's really no right or wrong, it's just what you like. So first thing we wanna do is take the mag out. So we just push in, release it, pop it out. Then we wanna take the bolt out, and your bolt release is over on the other side here. Pop it out. Now, if you look in here, there's this hole that goes back toward the trigger, and it's hard to do the first couple times because you're not really sure where the screw is. So you can actually take the action out of the stock if you want just by doing these 2 screws here, but I've done this enough times so I know. So I'm gonna take my Allen key and I'm gonna take the long end of it because it takes a long ways down in there. And we just wanna make sure we're straight in and we catch that screw perfectly. There we go. So I'm going to turn this counterclockwise, and what that's going to do is loosen my trigger. There we go. Then now what we need to do, put the bolt back in, and we'll check the trigger again. And it's really important to set it on the same spot on the trigger every time. And yeah, so like 2.6 is what we're at. So that's perfect. But yeah, that's as simple as it is to adjust the trigger on a Sacco. I don't know if there's a rifle that's that easy. Like I say, if you have trouble finding where that screw is, it's just a matter of taking these 2 screws out and the whole action comes right off. And then it's super easy to see, and plus you can get a lot more turns on it as well. Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Stony Creek Hunting Gear. It's in the blood. Loa Boots, simply more. Silver Willow Taxidermy, see the difference. Safari Club International Canada, first for hunters.
Next on Sherry's list was Gemsbok, and our PH Yanni knew of an area that was supposed to hold a lot of really good Gemsbok, and as soon as we got there, we started seeing them.
Nice. You doing well? Reload, come with me.
So Sherry, looks good.
So far, find it now.
You got good blood. I think we'd be okay. It sounded so good.
Yeah, it sounded like a solid hit.
He's really bleeding. Look at this. Eh? Yeah. So Sherry, day 2, morning of day 2, and
Yes.
you got the second major animal on your list.
I did, yes.
You made one heck of a shot.
Thank you.
No, that was seriously, that was it's about as tough as it got. I mean, he was a long ways. He was probably 200 plus. And
Yeah.
you only had a few seconds to get it done. So.
Yeah, they don't stick around very long when
No.
they're...
Beautiful animal, aren't they? You said you've never seen Gemsbok until this trip.
No, this is the first trip that I've even seen one. So to be able to take one this trip is pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you think of Theron African Safaris? Here?
So far, day 2, 2 amazing hunts, 2 high excitement, adrenaline going before noon on both days. This is
a pretty cool place. I would recommend this to anybody.
Now you said you'd bow hunted most of the times before and after, because you did a lot of sitting in blinds.
Yeah.
Now, like, we're really covering the miles, and it's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, you see a lot of animals in the blind, but to be able to get out and get this close to them, and it's a totally different element. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
You get to see a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I think next time we're going to ask for a PH with shorter legs, though, don't you think?
It's hard to keep up to.
Well, you did awesome.
Thank you
congratulations.
so much again.
Yeah, no, thank you. And you still got Impala and Blessbach on your list, and who knows what after that?
Yeah.
Maybe a giraffe. We saw one this morning.
Well, anything's possible.
All right. We'll get some photos of him, and we're going to meet the others for lunch.
Excellent.
Cool. Outdoor Quest TV is brought to you by Alberta Outdoorsman Magazine, Alberta's only hunting, fishing, and trapping magazine. Deluxe wall tents, built in Canada for Canadian conditions. Midland Radios, communication for every adventure. Tika Firearms, second to none.
Now, both Danny and Sherry managed to fill the list of animals that came with the hunt in the first 4 days, but you have to check out this warthog hunt that Danny got on. This footage is amazing.
Reload. Take him again.
Oh man, he's doing the fucking chicken.
Take him again.
I don't know if I got him that second time or not.
Reload. Come.
I want to extend my thanks to Sherry for inviting me on this trip. It has been amazing, and it's been the hunt of a lifetime so far. We've still got a little bit of hunting to go, but this is... Getting a warthog too is kind of one of those things that I really wanted to do, so thank you so much, Sherry.
Now, with both their lists filled and we were coming down to the very last minutes of the last day, and we spotted a really, really old Impala ram, and Sherry decided she'd try and take it.
So I'm kind of a rose between two thorns here, wouldn't you say, ladies?
No comment.
So we've had a great time here with Theron African Safaris, and Sherry, you were the contest winner.
Yes.
And you graciously invited Danny along, and
Yeah.
you invited Dwayne along too. We really haven't seen him. He's been in a bow blind the whole time, but
He's missing out.
he killed a beautiful 55-inch kudu last night. He's got a great wildebeest, so
He's doing okay.
yeah, we haven't had much fun on this hunt at all, though, have we?
Not at all.
It's been super fun sharing this hunt with you guys. You were both stellar shots, and we ended it with you killing an impala.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
It was.
The whole thing was,
Yeah.
I can't pick out one favorite day. Every day there was something equally as great as the next and the last. So
Wasn't like the day I told a joke or anything wasn't your favorite day?
that was number one.
Yeah. Anyways, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank Theron African Safaris.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Thank you for making this happen. This is awesome.
For more information on hunting with Theron African Safaris, check out their website at theronafricansafaris.co.za. They've been conducting safaris in South Africa and numerous other African countries since 1999.
These companies have provided products and services that are critical to hunts conducted on Outdoor Quest TV. You can check us out online at outdoorquesttv.com, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.